Look at this face. What sound does this face show? It's not a sound from the sounds we have learned so far. It's the new sound of this unit. Can you guess that? Well, it's more likely that this face is showing the sound oh or oh. What about this face? Can you tell me what this shows? This is actually from the sounds we've had. So you need to tell me. Compare them. Think. Should I help you? We need to learn how to make the sound right. What sound is this? Tell me. What is it? Very nice. It's the sound O. O. And this shows O. Do you remember now? The sound O. And for this sound, the new sound, look at the lips. How different are they? Mm-hmm. Lips are more rounded. And what about the jaw? How open? For this sound, your mouth needs to be more closed. A little, you know. And how about the tongue? Look at them, compare them. Well, in this sound, the very back of your tongue goes up. It is raised. And in this sound, it is raised too. But compared to this sound, the back of the tongue goes higher in your mouth. Oh, look at these spots. Red spots. Spots. And you tell me what this shows. Sports. Spots and sports. Spots and sports. You were right. This is how they are different in tongue's height. When you say O, you need to feel your tongue going higher compared to when you say O, O. And these arrows show that your mouth needs to close a little bit more. And there is one more big difference between these two sounds. What do you think? Listen to me. O. O. How different. Look at these symbols. What does this show in sound symbols? Does it show short sounds or long sounds? Very good. It shows long sounds. So you say O and O. Compared to this is long. and we are in Unit 9 with the new sound O.
Sport. Forks. Port. Short. Cord. Dawn.
That's her name, Dawn. Now try to repeat after the audio recording.
Dawn. Cord. Short. Port. Forks. Sport.
If you want to make sure that you are making the correct changes in your mouth, you can rewind the video and try to focus very much on your mouth and how you make changes. This is really important and helps you a lot. Minimal pair words. You know, this sound O is very similar to the sound O. So we are going to have minimal pair words with these two sounds, and I want you to just listen carefully, and while you're listening, try to just make the changes in your mouth for each sound in each word. Don't say anything. Don't try to pressure yourself. Just make the changes. Focus on mouth movements and muscles, which is the most important thing to begin with. Give yourself time to get physically familiar with each sound and their differences. When you know how to make changes in your mouth for each sound and understand the differences, you will be able to understand when you hear them, understand and be able to produce them correctly. So here we go. Focus on the changes.
2A. Don. Dawn. Cod. Cord. Shot. Short. Pot. Port. Fox. Forks. Spot. Sport.
You can rewind and do this thing again, focusing on making the changes. If you're ready, if your mouth is ready, you can see the words and try to pause and repeat after each word and try to again focus consciously, very consciously on your mouth.
2A. Don. Dawn. Cod. Cord. Shot. Short. Pot. Port. Fox. Forks. Spot. Sport.
You train your minds, you train your mouth to say the sound. Now it's time to train your ears and be able to notice the sounds in words, in minimal pair words. So you know you will hear 5 words from each minimal pair, and for each word write 1 for O, sound 1, and 2 for O, sound 2. Get a piece of paper and write numbers and then compare with what I'm going to show you for the answers.
2B.
Dawn, 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 dawn.
2B.
Dawn, 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 dawn.
'Cord, cord, cod, cod, cod. 'Cord, cord, cod, cod, cod.
Shot, shot, short, shot, short. Shot, shot, short, shot, short.
'Pot, port, pot, port, pot. 'Pot, port, pot, port, pot.
'Forks, forks, forks, fox, fox. 'Forks, forks, forks, fox, fox.
'Sport, spot, spot, sport, spot. 'Sport, spot, spot, sport, spot.
Minimal pair sentences. You know, it's very, very important when you use sounds in words and then you move to using them in sentences. And in sentences, we have rhythm. We have stressed and unstressed syllables next to each other. And we need to pronounce them correctly. And we have learned so much so far. And in this part, again, this is the process that we want to use for each minimal pair. First, we listen and don't say anything. We just replay, but not the audio recording, but the sound we have in our minds. We replay what we heard in our minds. And the second thing that we do is to listen and change the shape of the mouth. So, like you are speaking without your voice and your lips, your jaw, and your tongue moving to say that sentence. And when you get to the new sound in that sentence, pay attention more and pay attention to the changes in your mouth more. Try to remember how you should change to make the sound correctly. And then we listen and whisper. We don't say anything again. We don't make a sound, but we kind of do, you know. We whisper it. It helps you to just without the pressure of making the sound and hearing your voice. Some people don't like to hear their own voice and are distracted by that. So you listen and whisper. So you understand the rhythm, you understand the sounds, and then you whisper and listen and repeat. Say it out loud. And this is the new step that I want to tell you about. Listen and use da 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 da. Why? Because we want to find the stressed syllables. So in this way, we make sure that we find the stressed syllable easily. So we'll go step by step. I will guide you, don't worry. So now let's listen and think about the meaning first.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Now listen and replay in your mind.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Now let's change the shape of our mouths.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Listen and whisper.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Now listen and repeat. Say it out loud.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Now we use these meaningless syllables sounding like da 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 to find the stressed syllable. Okay? So you just say the sentence with da 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 and don't repeat real words because we want to focus on rhythm.
Is your name Don? Is your name Dawn?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So the names Dawn and Dawn, these two are stressed. Good job. You did it very well. You know, all these steps help you with better and better pronunciation. You're doing great. Next part. Focus on meaning.
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Now replay it in your mind.
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Now let's change the shape of our mouths.
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Listen and whisper.
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Listen and repeat.
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Let's use da 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 da. Ready?
This cod was in the sea. This cord was in the sea.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Again in here. Which words? Cord and sea. This cord was in the sea. This cord was in the sea. Nice. Focus on meaning.
He was shot. He was short.
Replay in your mind.
He was shot. He was short.
Change the shape of your mouth.
He was shot. He was short.
Listen and whisper.
He was shot. He was short.
Say it out loud.
He was shot. He was short.
Find stressed syllables. Can you?
He was shot.
Can you?
He was shot. He was short. It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Replay in your mind.
It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Change the shape of your mouth. Focus very carefully on the changes you make, okay?
It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Now whisper the sentences one by one.
It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Say it aloud.
It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Let's find the stressed syllables.
It's a small pot. It's a small port.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Right?
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Replay in your mind.
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Change the shape of your mouth.
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Whisper.
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Listen and repeat after each sentence.
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Now we use da 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 to find the stressed syllables.
Look for the fox. Look for the forks.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well done.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
Replay in your mind.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
Change the shape of your mouths.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
Listen and whisper.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
Say it out loud.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
Da 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 da.
I don't like these spots. I don't like these sports.
The da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't like these pots. I don't like these pots. Listen and write 1 for O and 2 for O. We practice sounds in sentences, in minimal pair sentences. This is really important, so take your time and grab a pen or pencil and try writing numbers for the sounds that you hear in each number.
2D.
Look for the forks.
It's a small port.
Is your name Don?
He was short.
This cod was in the sea.
I don't like these spots.
So we had these 6 sentences and now we want to check if it's 1 or 2 for each number. Ready? You can rewind the video to listen again. Okay? Let's see.
2D.
Look for the forks.
It's a small port.
Is your name Don?
He was short.
This cod was in the sea.
I don't like these spots.
So this word in here is a name, rod. And here it's a verb, a past tense form of a verb, rod. And this one, water and water. Let's listen and see what the true answer is for each number. Then we'll listen and check.
2F. 1.
My doctor doesn't like these sports.
2.
These pots are very dirty.
3.
Look at that white cord on the water.
4.
Mr. Smith was shot.
5.
The lion walked towards Tom and Rod.
6.
I said, "What a dog."
Please rewind and do this carefully. Don't rush anything. Don't be in a hurry. Give yourself time to listen again and try more. If you're ready, we can check the answers.
2F. 1.
My doctor doesn't like these sports.
2.
These pots are very dirty.
3.
Look at that white cord on the water.
4.
Mr. Smith was shot.
5.
The lion walked towards Tom and Rod.
6.
I said, "What a dog."
Number 5 says,
5.
The lion walked towards Tom and Rod.
the lion walked towards Tom and Rod.